Hello everybody, well this is the second part of my gamer's audiophile journey, and in the previous video I talked about some of the terms and about open back and close back, basically trying to improve the audio experience, and this is a significant part in many games of course. So I know that if I improve the sound experience, I'm gonna just enjoy playing games better. Now for some of course it might mean getting even better by actually having some advantages when it comes to sound cues when playing competitive FPS games, for example. Now when I finished the previous video, I talked about the problem. Well, this is something that you really need to hear. How do you know that you really enjoy using open back compared to close back? And if you are, well, say, all right, I can just order and send it back. If I don't like it, fine. But if you don't have this option, you don't want to deal with this, how do you know that if you're going to invest, let's say, if $200 in headphones, it'll be something that you'll use, or just going to put aside and say, this is not for me, I just wasted $200, let alone if you pay more. If you pay more. Now, there's several options for you. First of all, you can just buy and return it if that's an option. If there's good return policy, you can just return it back and buy something new. Many do that. If it's not an option for you, you can do what I do, when basically buy something cheaper, very affordable, just to get a taste how it feels like. Better to say how it sounds like. Now this is why I bought the Koss KSC75 for $20 and the TRUTHEAR Crinacle Zero Red for $54. Now the reason I do this, well, first the cost. Well, the Koss KSC75 headphones are known for their remarkable sound quality and affordable price. Featuring kind of a lightweight clip-on design, they are not traditionally categorized as open back headphones in the strict sense, since open back refers to headphones with ear cups that have external grills to allow air and sound to pass freely in and out. However, the KSC75 design does allow for some sound leakage and airflow, similar to open back headphones, due to their own ear clip-on nature and the foam earpad design. This can give some characteristics of open back headphones, like a more natural soundstage and less isolation from external noise. And the reason I bought the TRUTHEAR Crinacle Zero, first of all because it's good, and I said, alright, I'm gonna buy something good rather than something that will give me bad impressions, that will just say I don't want any in-ear monitors. But I really wanted to see how it feels like in terms of ergonomics, feeling, and how it sounds like. So again, the things that are important is to have a baseline for comparison, including comfort, fit, sound signature, and kind of a volley recognition, and have a low financial risk. And before actually making the big move towards basically the headphones or the IEM of my choice. And by that I mean I'm going to invest, of course, more. But before doing it, I really need to get a base understanding of the different technologies and how, the difference between kind of open back and closed back. By the way, just so you know, I tried with my Artist 5, I took my headset, even opened it a bit, just pulling it outside of my ears, immediately the sound stage grew. And because it's not really clamped hard on my ears, I can actually feel the sound expanding. But if I clamp my current closed back headphones on my ears, I can really feel that the sound become more electronic and more boxy and metallic, which I didn't like. And all of that alongside learning curve and engaging with the community, and again, getting better knowledge will help me make a smarter buying decision. Now again, the KSC75, I read it on Crinacle, very well regarded audiophile, mentioned in his website non-existent sub bass in poor resolution, but it's so well tuned and tuned you may not even care. So I think when he says well tuned, I mean despite having non-existent sub bass and poor resolution, he's kind of highlighting the headphone's ability to deliver a pleasing and balanced sound across the frequencies that the KSC75 is able to produce. Again, and from what I've read, this means they have very good sound quality by being clear, detailed, and well-balanced sound profile in general. The highs are crisp, the mids are clear and well-defined, and it should, well, from what I've read, have a kind of surprisingly open and spacious soundstage. Me comparing to an earclip type of design, kind of a maybe semi-open in nature. and it's also comfortable and portable, and of course the volume, well, you can't beat it, at least based on its performance. Now, if you just want to buy an open back and test it out, you can buy something very cheap, like let's say below $100. Although I think 99 is already touching some, you add 50, you get much better. So, but again, just saying, grab on SR60X Prestige for 99. Let's check on Amazon.com. There is a semi-open ones, the Samsung SR860 for $50. We also have the Philips SHP 9600 for $65, actually 50% now from what I see, discount on Amazon.com. Now you understand that at this point, again, where you are touching these prices, you say, all right, I'm just going to try something, well, kind of similar. And that's the reason for much cheaper. That's why I bought the Koss one, because it kind of give me some understanding how it would be like wearing open back, although not being strictly an open back itself, but the sound is getting out to some degree. So you're gonna get a much better understanding, especially when coming from a closed back headset. Now, the thing is with IEMs, I'm also read it. Some mentioned that basically if you invest a same amount, you get higher quality IEM compared to cheap open back. So basically you get more in return. Of course, there are pros and cons for each one. So I told myself, all right, if I'm so close to actually getting a relatively very good one, I'm going to invest the 50 and just see how it performs, and maybe just keep it, for who knows for what. I need to check it out myself. So again, this is a well-regarded one, but just keep in mind that I recommend, of course, checking out yourself. Of course, there are things that I most probably missed. That might be even cheaper, so it's worth checking out and buying something if you want to go this route to test it out and see how it feels like. Again, if you can return it, in most cases here, you just return the product, no problem. So again, always check the return policies just in case you're really not satisfied and don't want to waste the money. Now, when I get them, I haven't got them just yet, and of course I'm going to share with you. This is part of the journey. So based on my experience coming straight on from always using closed back, how IEM sounds like, how it feels like. Now, it is important to know that, well, this is something more different, going to be from each user to user. The way the headphones sound to an individual can be significantly influenced by their anatomy. Particularly because of variations in the ear canal shape, ear size, the outer area. Basically, for example, ear canal, the shape and its length affects the resonance frequencies, which can alter the perceived balance of frequencies, especially the treble. So different ear canal shapes can emphasize and de-emphasize certain frequencies. Also, the volume of the ear canal can change the perception of sound pressure and bass response. Also, the outer ear area also have an effect with shape and size that influence how sound is collected and directed into the ear canal. It affects the perception of soundstage and imaging, making the audio feel more or less spacious. And also interaction with the over-ear headphones, the way headphones sit on around the ear can change the distance sound wave travel before entering the ear canal, slightly altering the sound profile. Other factors include the head size and shape that affect the seal and fit of the headphones, especially for over-ear type of headphones, impacting also the bass response and overall sound isolation. Also including skin and hair, the presence of air and the texture of skin can affect the seal of over-ear and on-ear headphones, influencing bass response and sound leakage. And I read many comments of people saying they have big ears and this negatively affect the sound and make it more bassy. So these things are important. This is why there's so many things that are subjective. And you might see there's no consensus in so many people who are trying trying the same headphones, and you just hear different opinions. Some things can be have consensus over them, but some would be subjective and you won't be able to tell. So this is something to keep in mind, that you will, especially when you are searching and reading, you're going to find people that have different opinions, and partially part of it will be because of the anatomy. Not only, but part of it. And the other thing is that people just have different tastes. Some people like hearing certain frequencies better than others, and some people even play different type of music genres, and some headphones would be better for certain genres and certain games. So it's different. There are going to be players who haven't experienced certain games, they're not playing them at all, and they might say, all right, they're amazing, but they won't actually specify which games are they playing or which music are they listening to. Those who are actually more into it will do. So to really tell you the context behind them, liking or not liking particular headphones. Yeah, so this is it for this video. You know that what I ordered, I'm going to share with you, of course, the result hopefully very, very soon. And some important things that I learned that when you read so many comments, you can totally get confused, and even it makes you even more confused the more you read. It's very hard to kind of put things in very tight context and really understand what's best for you. So again, searching with using important keywords for your particular use case is very important. Now make sure to subscribe if you want to join my Audiophile gamers Audiophile journey as I learn, what I discover, and again, as somebody who's new to this, things are going to really kick hard when I make a change, when I try something new, and I'm going to share this experience with you. So hopefully you know what to expect more or less. I've tried to be as accurate as possible with my description. I'm learning, different audiophile terms as I go, but I do my best to describe. Maybe sometimes it's just better to describe in simple terms for many to understand, rather than needing to search some terms that they don't understand. I'll try to do both. Thanks for watching.